Hey everyone, we're about to dive into something truly amazing today. We're talking about how cutting edge AI isn't just, studying ancient history anymore. It's actually bringing it back to life. So let's explore how we're digitally rebuilding the wonders our world has lost. I want you to just imagine this for a second. What if you could walk through the halls of a palace that crumbled to dust centuries ago? Or what if you could stand right in front of a statue that was destroyed long, long before you were ever born? I know, it sounds like something straight out of science fiction, right? But believe it or not, it's happening right now. And that's really the heart of it. Artificial intelligence has taken this giant leap beyond just analyzing the past. Now it's actively rebuilding it, giving us this incredible window into worlds we honestly thought were gone forever. So, the big question is, how does this digital time machine actually work? What's going on behind the scenes? Well, let's open up the toolkit that archaeologists and tech wizards are using to bring history back from the brink. It pretty much boils down to this really cool three-step process. First up, you have to gather the data. And this means everything: archaeological records, historical drawings, even old tourist photos. Then, the AI uses all that info to build the bones, which is basically the fundamental 3D structure. And finally, this is the magic part. More advanced AI, like diffusion models, come in to add the skin. These models are absolute wizards at creating realistic images, so they fill in all the tiny details, the textures, the colors, with just unbelievable accuracy. A really key technique here is called photogrammetry. It's the science of making 3D models from a whole bunch of photos. And one of the most powerful examples of this is a thing called Project Recre. So after ISIS tragically destroyed priceless artifacts in the Mosul Museum, the project put out a global call: send us your old Acacian photos from the museum. And from that huge crowdsourced collection of pictures, they were able to digitally put back together so much of what was lost. Just incredible. And this is where it gets kind of mind-blowing. It really shows you the power of modern generative AI. It doesn't need a perfect, complete blueprint to get started. It can take all these scattered pieces of data, a few blurry photos here, some fragmented records there, and it can intelligently, and I mean intelligently, fill in the gaps to create a whole 3D model. Okay, so we've seen the tools, we've talked about the tech, but what about the results? Now we get to see the really breathtaking stuff, what it looks like when you go from scattered ruins to a stunning digital reality. So on one side, you have the sad reality of history, right? Fragmented records, broken artifacts, sites that are just gone. But then, on the other side, you have what AI can create: whole, dynamic, totally explorable environments. It's kind of like someone handing you a handful of random puzzle pieces, and then boom, the AI shows you the complete, finished, absolutely stunning picture. And I want to be clear, we're not just talking about recreating a single vase or a statue here. The scale of this is just immense. We're seeing projects that are digitally rebuilding entire ancient cities, huge temple complexes, intricate reliefs, creating these virtual worlds that we can literally walk through and experience in a way that has just never, ever been possible before.
So, yeah, the technology is obviously impressive, but why does it really matter? Let's talk about the human side of all this, because it goes so much deeper than just making cool graphics.
And this right here, this gets to the emotional heart of it all. It really is about more than just recreation. It's about restoring cultural memory. You have to remember, this isn't some dry academic exercise. For communities whose heritage has been wiped out by war or just the passage of time, this is an incredibly powerful way of restoring their identity. The human impact here is just profound. It's about preserving that memory for sure, but it's also about making our shared heritage accessible to anyone, anywhere in the world. This creates a genuine emotional connection to our past, and maybe most importantly, it empowers communities by helping them digitally reclaim a piece of their history that was taken from them. So, what does all of this mean for the future? Well, it feels like we're standing at the very beginning of a brand new chapter in how we understand and interact with our own history. Just look at this path we're on. Right now, today, we have these amazing digital reconstructions. By next year, we can probably expect to see them as part of truly interactive VR and AR museum exhibits. And the future? Just imagine fully immersive living history that you can use in a classroom or even for tourism. The foundation for all of that is being built as we speak. When you boil it all down, what this really means is that the wall between us and the past is starting to dissolve. For generations, we've learned about history from books, or maybe by staring at an artifact behind a pane of glass. But now, for the first time, we're actually starting to walk through it. So this leaves us with one final thought. With this kind of technology, the possibilities are becoming almost endless. So I'll just ask you, if you could digitally resurrect one lost wonder of the world, what would you choose? The Library of Alexandria? The Hanging Gardens of Babylon? The wild thing is, that choice is slowly becoming ours to make. Thanks for joining us.